watching Sports this morning, reaching you live from Channels Television Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. My name is Austin Okunapa, and welcome on the show tonight. On the show this morning, so much to talk about in your action-packed world of sports. What's going on? That's the question we've been asking for the Super Falcons of Nigeria, current African champions, and are getting ready for the FIFA Women's World Cup that will take place in Canada. What's going on with the team? We know that the home-based players are in camp in Abuja. 99 more days to the kickoff of the FIFA Women's World Cup in Canada. We've been told that two foreign-based players, Osinachi and Ogale, are in camp with the home-based players, but most of the foreign-based players, of course, because of the duties they're having with their clubs, they have not yet arrived, particularly Asisat Oshoala and Desire Okparanozie. But the good thing is the girls are in camp now and they're getting ready. Here at Channels Television, we'll continue the countdown to that big one in Canada. And I'm trying to see ways that the Super Falcons will prepare for that tournament so that when the results starts coming, everyone will understand why it is so. So that's it. What's going on with the Super Falcons? That's the update. They're in camp and they're getting ready for the big one. Let's leave Nigeria and touch down in nearby Niamey, Niger, where it was a tale of mixed emotions for the national under-17 team, the Golden Eaglets. Yes, the good thing is that they have qualified for the under-17 FIFA World Cup that will take place in Chile, but they lost out of a chance to win the trophy right here in Niger after losing by a goal to nothing to South Africa. So the Ama Jimbos are still doing big things at that championship in Niger. Nigeria will not win the trophy, but they will qualify for the FIFA World Cup. And who knows, that's the same story with the class that Kelechi Iheanacho. They didn't win in Africa, but they went to the world and they conquered. Same thing with these guys. And the Nigeria Football Federation has come out to say, guys, we're pleased with your performance. Nobody is leaving. The coach will stay. So that's it. Tale of mixed reactions for the Golden Eaglets. Let's leave down our touchdown at the Emirates Stadium, where, of course, a lot of Arsenal fans are still seeking answers to what happened last night in that UEFA Champions League game against Monaco. Was it that the Gunners were disappointing, or we saw a Monaco team that was just on point? Disappointing, Gunners. Night of misery. So many questions coming out of that one. Gunners fans are now shouting, Arsene Wenger must go. But then we're saying, what's going on with Arsenal? We'll talk about that today also on the program. And leaving Arsenal now, let's talk boxing. I like the updates we're getting as regards Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. Yes, Floyd Mayweather Jr. is keeping it real. He has sent out a word to American. Remember, American actually wanted to fight either Mayweather or Manny Pacquiao. But Mayweather said, guy, don't worry. I'm going to give you tickets to come and see the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight. That's it right there. Mayweather keeping it real. Mayweather told Khan that the world isn't calling for a Mayweather-Khan fight or a Pacquiao-Khan fight, that they want to see a Mayweather versus Pacquiao. That's what I'm saying. That's why we have said he is keeping it real. We want to see a Mayweather-Pacquiao fight. American, you can wait. Whatever any of them want to fight, it's okay. But for now, it's Floyd Mayweather Jr. versus Manny Pacquiao that the world wants to see. So that's it. Mayweather keeping it real. We're counting down May 2nd in Las Vegas. The two most talked about pound-for-pound boxers in the world will clash. We cannot wait. Let's come back to Nigeria, where, of course, it's not just the Super Falcons that is getting us talking, nor the Golden Eaglets. We've been talking about the Super Eagles of Nigeria forever. After the World Cup, we saw drama. Then the team failed to qualify for the just concluded African Cup of Nations. And then talks about renewing the contract of Coach Stephen Keshi came up. The drama between Coach Stephen Keshi and the NFF kept on going, but now it's getting boring. On the 11th of this month, the media director of the director of media of Nigeria Football Federation, Ademola Olajire, came to our show, Sports Tonight, to say that Coach Stephen Keshi is getting ready to sign a new contract to continue as coach of the Super Eagles. It seems that talk has gone sour. What's going on? Let's listen to Ademola Olajire giving that assurance. And I'll come back, we'll talk about Coach Stephen Keshi and all of this drama going on with his contract renewal with the Nigerian Football Federation and talks of him going to Burkina Faso and Burkina Faso not taking Coach Stephen Keshi. It's not getting funny anymore. Sports this morning on Channel Television. We'll talk more return. Stay.
We've been on it a long time, but people were very impatient. But the thing is, if you're going to do a marriage, there has to be terms and conditions. And the new board has talked about doing things scientifically, doing things, in a different way, in a positive way, to be able to get, the optimum results. And that is what has been done. A process was initiated, and a lot of people were carried along. The legal people were also carried along. And, messages were exchanged between the prospective employee and the employer. And, they came to terms. So I think the new contract will be presented to Mr. Keshi very shortly, in a matter of hours, and they will know where we are going. Everything is ready on the part of the Nigerian Football Federation.
So there you have it. That was the assurance given to Nigerians and football-loving fans as regards Coach Stephen Keshi's contract. In his words, it says everything will be concluded. It's in a matter of hours. That's about 2 weeks ago, and now we're hearing talks of everything turning sour as regards the contract of Coach Stephen Keshi continuing as the coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. What can you make out of all of this? Nigeria Football Federation, what's going on? Because the AFCON qualifiers will soon begin. Let's start looking at all of it the way it's going for the senior men's national team, so that when questions are being asked, we can actually direct it to the appropriate authorities. Post this morning on Channels Television, we invite you to be part of the program. Let's take a look at all that is going down in your exciting world of sports. This show has been designed for you, so let's get you talking. You can talk to us. Yes, you can be part of the show on Twitter. We're channels_sports. And on Facebook, we're channels-sports. Questions, comments, and suggestions. The Super Falcons, they're getting ready for the FIFA Women's World Cup. 99 more days to go. The coach of the Super Eagles, Stephen Keshi, doesn't have a contract. Nothing is being said. We don't know what's happening. What's going on with the senior men's national team. We'll also talk about that one. The Golden Eaglets, they cannot win the trophy in Niamey, Niger, but they can finish third, and the sweet part of it is that they have qualified for the World Cup that will take place in Chile. So that's the menu this morning. Let's come back quickly and talk about, well, this competition doesn't need a coach. No crisis with the coaches. The players are getting ready. We're talking about the 7th edition of the Channels National Kids Cup. Yes, we're getting ready. No controversy, no crisis. Everything is going smoothly. And the main organizing committee, they're calling for applications for schools in Lagos State. Primary schools in Lagos State, yes, we are ready. You can pick up forms to participate at the 6th edition of the Channels National Kids Cup right here at Channels Television, Sharing North Lagos, or the office of the Lagos State Football Association. It's at Onikan Stadium. Pick a form, fill it properly. Zero tolerance to age cheat. So if you have players that are above 13 years of age, don't bother, because of course the technical committee will screen them. It's a call for applications. Lagos State schools only. We're coming to the nationals after we're done with the preliminary. So let's get you pick those forms, fill it, and bring it back Channels Television or Lagos State Football Association office, Onikan Stadium. The Channels National Kids Cup, getting ready to start catching them young. So that's it. Ivan, let me welcome you on the program. Ivan, do you join us right now?
Good morning.
Ivan, so much still coming out of Nigerian football. The Super Falcons is no more news now. They're in camp. They're getting ready for the Women's World Cup. 99 more days to go. Yeah. Ivan, it's important we start doing this countdown so that when we weigh the sort of preparations they get, we will not be achieving so much from them.
Well, definitely, that's very, very true. You're spot on, because most Nigerians might not know the sort of preparations that these ladies are going through. So it's a good thing we're highlighting it from 100 days. This is 99 days to go now. So when they go to Canada, they know what to expect from the team. And if the team go beyond the normal preparation, if they exceed what they prepared for, I think that would be a good thing. But critically, we were here yesterday, and Emmanuel Ikpeme said that he wanted the girls to qualify for the knockout stage. Now, a good percentage of them are in camp. The home-based are in camp. Just 2 professionals who play outside the shores of Nigeria are in camp. The key thing is arranging friendly games right now. Not just friendly games, but grade A friendly games that will help this game improve their game. Not just, in terms of physicality, but in terms of, technical awareness as well, because it's very, very important. The women game has improved over the years, and I think that it's high time the Super Falcons are in line with improvements.
That's the talk. That's it. Preparations for the Super Falcons so they can go to the World Cup and impress. Ivan, let's talk about the under 17 team, the Golden Eaglets. Nigerians, so much expectations for that team. But again, big ups to South Africa because we couldn't stop talking about the programs that are given to grassroots football development.
Yeah, South Africa over the years, they spent a lot of resources, trying to nurture players very, very young and, make sure that South African football, the Bafana senior team, get something to hold on to when they qualify for the Nations Cup or maybe subsequent World Cups. And we're beginning to see the benefits of it. I was yesterday and I said South Africa has never defeated Nigeria in an official game when it comes to male soccer. But yesterday, they proved me wrong, and they won by 1-0. But it's not over for Emmanuel Amunike. He's qualified for the World Cup. But the key thing is, we want development, and at the same time, you can have development and still win titles. So to a large extent, we're disappointed that these guys didn't get to the final of the World Cup. But I take solace in the fact that last time out, they got to the final, they finished second, but what happened at the world stage, they won it. So maybe these boys can draw inspiration from that as well. And don't forget, Amunike was part of that
team. That's it. And that's why it's important for the Nigerian Football Federation to continue with that same team. And they've come out to give their word that Coach Emmanuel Amunike is not going anywhere. The tanker crew will remain with the team. I like that because now understanding that at this level is not win at all costs.
Exactly. The mentality has been banished. At least that's what we're seeing right now. So it's a good thing that they're sticking with Emmanuel Amunike. I'm very sure that he will have seen the lapses in his squad and he would work on it because that's what every good coach does.
So that's it. Emmanuel Amunike will continue with the Golden Eaglets as they prepare for the World Cup in Chile, which is the big one. Now let's talk about the big boss, Coach Keshi. Well, you know the story. He led Nigeria to South Africa, the 2013 African Cup of Nations, against all odds when people least expected. Nigeria won the trophy. He qualified Nigeria for the World Cup, went to Brazil. Not really a good tournament, but fairly enough because Nigeria reached the knockout phase. And then we came back, and there's been this lingering drama between the Nigerian Football Federation and Coach Keshi over the renewal of his contract. Now, time is taken away. We're hearing talks of no talks at all whatsoever to the big boss. We're asking this question, is he ready to walk away? Ivan?
Well, it's a difficult situation, for both Keshi and the NFF as well. And it's, to a large extent, it's also a shame that the Nigerian Football Federation have not had a coach for 8 months. Because rightly, Keshi, his contract ended last year, June, after the World Cup. And now we're in the month of February, which makes it 8 months without a contract for Keshi or Nigerian Football Federation going out to get a new manager. And I think it's very, very wrong. And I've studied this scenario. I've spoken to people, who have access to the glass house, and the thing is, there are many powers that are making this situation look the way it is at this point in time. So you can't really blame the NFF. Neither can you blame Keshi. But I just think that it's a shame that Nigeria don't have a coach for 8 months. Rather than Nigeria have not had a coach for 8 months. It's a huge shame. Don't forget, qualifiers for the AFCON start soon.